Hello, viewers. Welcome to this wonderful episode, so-called Solution Hour. In this Solution Hour, we tend to provide solution to issues of importance in your life and in our lives and in the world at large today. And that solution is we are looking at the fundamental laws that control and governs a happy marriage life. So we are hoping and believing that in this episode that you will surely be blessed and solution will come to the issues of your life, marriages, and relationship cut across every aspect and field. Believing that God will use this episode to bless your soul and bless your life. We will be looking at an important aspect of life, the fundamental laws that control life, mainly in the aspect of relationship and marriage relationship. As I will look at the fundamental laws, and number one law that we'll be considering today in this episode is the law of love. The law of love. It is important we note that love is important if every marriage union can stand. Love is one of the fundamental laws that can sustain and keep a marriage union moving. And if that being the case, in the absence of love, it appears that the marriage will not stand, and the marriage and the hope of building a happy and sustaining marriage will collapse. So this is why we look at this as number one law that controls marriage. And it's important also to note that love is the fundamental law that controls life. It's one of the laws that controls and the universe will be judged upon. It's one of the holy laws that God has given to humanity, and on the basis that life itself must be judged and assessed. Therefore, it's important that we focus strongly on the teachings of these laws so that we apply it rightly in our lives, in our family, in our marriage, and in all our relationships. Relationship cut across our neighbors, the way we relate to our partners, business associates, customers, and the rest. Therefore, before we go further, it's important we relate to what this love is. But before we go explaining what love is, it's also of importance that we look at the things about love. You see, love, there are many types of love people profess today. There are many classes of love. But in this episode, we will not considering all of the aspects of love. I just want to tell us that these types of love, we have fake love and we have genuine love. And the emphasis must be more on the genuine love. So, we will consider what genuine love is. And if something is genuine, and we say that something is genuine, it appears also that are the ones that are not genuine. So I will not bother with the ones that are not genuine, but I will focus on the genuine one. What makes love genuine is that love is coming from the heart of heart, not centered on anything, be it material, be it emotional, be it self, or be it physical, or be it not centered on anything. It cannot be related on anything, but it's coming from the heart of heart. It's coming directly from the heart to the one said you love. And you cannot attach any condition to it. And that's also what we call unconditional love. Unconditional love. So, what is love in reality? To explain what love is, we will consider things that are not love, what love is not. I think that is the better way we can present what love is in reality. So, it's important here we note that love is also a spiritual affair. It's not just a mere human affair, it's spiritual. It's spiritual in the sense that it originated from the spirit of spirits. The spirit of spirits. And if it's originated from the spirit of spirits, And man is a spirit as well. And then it's meant for man to operate in love. And if it's meant for man to operate in love, God is spirit. Man is made a spirit being, created a spirit being that operate in the physical, that is operate with physical realities. And if that be the case, then it's a spiritual thing. And if we cannot touch love, but we can feel love, we can as well move in love, then that means it's a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual affair, and it must be handled as one of the spiritual things about life. So love, as we guess may be, is not boastful. Love is not self-centered. Love is not pride. Love does not rejoice in wrong. Yes, love does not rejoice in wrong things. Love is not after its own gain, our own gain. Love is not feeling. Love is not feeling. Love is not feeling. I know you may say, what do you mean by love is not feeling? Love is more than feeling. Love is more than feeling. So love is a heartfelt affection. Heartfelt affection, or the heartfelt affection deep down in the heart towards another's well-being. Towards another's well-being. Towards another's well-being. So you see, the subject of love involves the heart. If the heart is not involved, if your spirit man is not involved, then the love is not really in play. So we must look at this aspect now. What does it really mean that the love is heart-affected, so that affection to another, seeking the good of another, from the heart of hearts, not compromising it, not because of what one will gain or not because of the goodness of one or not, but you are really determined to give the said love, there's the one loved, and that's the one love. You are determined to give the one love all in your power and in your capacity, to make sure that such a one lives in joy, peace, and in a state of total, let me put it this way, in a state of total satisfaction and comfort, even in the expense of your own comfort, peace, and joy. Yes, that is love. Now, if we take a look at an example of all that the Lord has showed us from the scripture, we find out that love demands sacrifice and self-denial. Sacrifice and self-denial. Yes, you deny yourself everything that appears to be your benefit, your goodness, everything that appears to be your worth, your take home, your ego, your pride. You deny yourself all this in the expense of love. God denied himself his son. God denied himself the comfort of his son, and he sent his son to die for humanity. And Jesus, in his own case, denied himself his life, denied himself the comfort of his father's home, the comfort of his paradise, his kingdom, and he came here to die for humanity. And he still, because of that love, he continued to plead on our case, so that we all will not suffer and die. You see, that is the case of love. And the man, our father Abraham, as a result of love, proved to God that, God, I love you more than anything, not even the need, not even what eyes can see. You see what love is. So anytime you talk about love, you talk about self-denial, you talk about sacrifice, you talk about giving. These are the proof of love. You can't say you love without giving. Therefore, if you say you love your partner, you must be ready to deny yourself, your good, your wish, your desire, your comfort. Yes, you must deny yourself your comfort. If you say you love your partner, you must be willing to sacrifice everything at your reach, to the person's peace, joy, and comfort. So I plead with us in this episode that love is one of the fundamentals, law that are paramount in keeping and sustaining a happy marriage. I hope and believe strongly that God will heal every aspect of your marriage that are at the edge of breaking up. God will bring sanity and restoration, restore your marriage, and give you peace, total peace that you long for. Yes, you can't love your wife and you are hitting her, you're beating her. And you say you can't love your husband and you are abusing him and saying all manner of things that will bring about provocation in his life. No, you can't live in love in such a mood, in such a way. So I plead with us that this issue of love demands total abandonment. You must abandon yourself. Totality of you. You must give it up to the one you love. And as we do that, you see how peace will restore back to our marriages, how peace will restore back to our lives, how our relationship with one another will be strengthened. I hope so that our relationship, your relationship with one another will be strengthened. How can that be possible? Deny yourself. Yes, those things that are good to you, those things that are due to you, you can give it up in the expense of love. Those things that you think that is your worth, is your own benefit, is your own right, you can give it up because of love. Then those you can go to the extent of sacrificing anything of value, anything, provided that the one love is satisfied, is safe and secure. And love, remember, is not self-centered, it's not selfish, it doesn't glorify, it doesn't puff off, it's not boastful, it's patient, it's long-suffering, it endures all conditions, it accepts every issue, every condition, and rejoices in them. Love rejoices. Love is glad. It is expressed in gladness and in gratitude. So I wish and I pray that the love of God will reign supreme in our heart. If we must practice love, we must remember God, because love begins and ends in God. Love begins and ends in God. And if any marriage can ever stand, you must begin with love, remain in love, and end in love. And that means you must begin with God, remain with God, and end with God. Anytime you put God outside your marriage, anytime you put love outside your marriage, is at the edge of destruction, is at the edge of crashing. So in our relationship with any man, anybody, in our relationship with our neighbors, in our relationship with our friends, love must be put in place. As we do that, we will see peace coming back to reign in our marriages, coming back to reign in our lives. And I pray for us, and I pray for you watching me today, that God allow you to watch this episode. It's because He has programmed and planned that your life will produce result for Him, that your marriage will be peaceful, that your relationship with your colleagues at workplace will be cordial and peaceful. And as you do that, as you go move about to love everyone, because that is a biblical injunction, that is a law that life must be judged upon, that you must love your neighbor as yourself. It's a must, not a thing I will, not if I wish. It's a must, it's a commandment. And if it is a commandment, every one of us is bound to keep to it. So I enjoy you to love everyone, everyone, everyone. And as you do so, you remain favored and blessed. Peace and joy will come back to your heart. You will rejoice because you love. This is a season of love, so continue to love and show love to one another. And as you do so, you will greatly be blessed. Until I come your way next time, remember to click the subscribe button and notification bell, so that you'll be notified with our updates on every episode that we'll be dropping. And I believe strongly, if you follow the teachings of this fundamental law, it's about more than 31 laws. And as we'll be dropping it and you are following up, you'll see how peace and joy will restore back to your home and your marriage. And you will give God the glory for allowing us, giving us insight to approach you through this means. Be blessed and remain highly favored. Until I come your way next time, remember I am your life coach, a marriage counselor, and a consultant, a relationship expert, a minister of the gospel by the name Reverend Peter Anakan Wokolo.